Hey, I'm Matt from MattLaneFitness. Before we get into the video, if you're watching this on Facebook, on YouTube, I would really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, comment. If you are watching it on Facebook, please go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel. That way, every time I upload a video, you're going to be notified. Now, I'm currently reading a book called Sleep Smarter by Shawn Stevenson. I'll put a little link maybe here or down below or both. It's a fantastic book. Go check it out. I'm not done reading the book, but I'll definitely be bringing more tips from it that I find useful and maybe beneficial to you. And that's what today is. It's a tip from this book. Getting into the topic of sleep, I'm gonna try to make this quick. You know how I can ramble. Most everyone is like, yeah, sleep's important, sure, with that tone. And I myself thought the same thing until I read this book. But sleep is so much more important than I realized. Shawn Stevenson, the author, is a nutritionist, and that's what he's had most of his career focused on, but he's probably most known for his sleep studies or this book, Sleep Smarter. When he was about 15 years old, he had two diagnoses that were extremely debilitating. Basically, he was running and fractured his femur. His doctors basically said, you know, you're SOL, here's some pain meds. But he refused to accept that, and he started doing a lot of homework on nutrition and then stumbled across this sleep thing. Long story short, he changed his sleep, and he changed his nutrition, and he reversed this diagnosis. So I was drawn to this guy, and I was like, I want to read this book. I want to see if there's anything to it. In the book, Shawn alludes to say that there are so many benefits to getting the right amount of sleep and the right type of sleep. Sleep smarter. Get it? Shawn claims that you can burn up to 50% more fat or being more effective at burning fat simply because of your sleep. Basically what he's saying is your hormone levels, your chemical makeup of your body is in the right spot. So your body has the ability to do what it naturally does. So what this means is if you get the sleep, you can burn the fat. So how do you do this? One of the 21 techniques is talking about this blue light from screens, cell phones, iPads, and all this yada yada. And I have heard this before, but never really paid attention to it. But I was like, you know what? I think I can do this. I'm pretty sure I can do this. So for 1 week, what I'm gonna do is 1 hour before bed, I'm gonna turn the screens off. All the homework that I've done, AKA Google, says 1 hour. And in the book, he says 1 hour. How this blue light thing really works is that it stops your body's natural ability to secrete melatonin, which is responsible for sleep, the sleep-wake cycle, or your circadian rhythm. I want to see if I feel different. I want to see, am I sleeping better, worse? Does it make a difference? There are many factors that can play a role into if you're sleeping good or bad, but I just wanted to try it. We'll see. So I'm going to do that for 1 week, and I'm going to take you along with me. So, let's go sleep.
5 hours later.
The wife and I are chilling, and it's slowly starting to creep up on me that, you know, I don't really go to bed till about 10 p.m. I was thinking, like, this is what it's going to be in about 15 minutes, so what do I do?
What do you mean?
Well, the TV is going to be off. The phone has to be off.
We'll have to talk to each other.
What do you mean?
I know, it's bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Probably feed the dogs and
Go to bed?
go to bed. That's probably what we'll do, yeah.
24 hours later.
Last night, I slept pretty well when I finally fell asleep, but I was super hot. So I think that's kind of an anomaly. Didn't feel any different. I felt really rested today, but again, could have been an anomaly. About to turn the screens off tonight, about 9 p.m.
9:13. You're 13 minutes late on your screen time turn off.
Well, fine.
Failing day 2.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate you calling me out. Well, fine, I'll turn it off now.
24 hours later.
It's about 8:40 p.m. and about to turn the screens off not too long from now. But last night, slept very well. As silly as it sounds, when 9 o'clock hits, I know that it's time to start going down. And, you know, back in the day, I was like, I go to bed at 10. But really, I didn't get in bed at 10. I would turn off the TV at 10 or stop doing whatever I'm doing at 10 and then start brushing my teeth, you know, feeding the dogs, letting them out, and, you know, Jenna would be doing the same thing. So, you know, it's like 10:30 before we're actually in bed ready to go to sleep. And I don't know why this is such a huge realization, but from 9 to 10, I'm literally getting ready for bed, and I'm ready and in bed at 9:30, 9:45. I guess I was thinking this whole hour from 9 to 10 was going to be like this time of just sitting around and being like, what do I do? But I'm literally getting ready for bed. So it was a very weird realization, or even dumb realization, but turning off the screens in about 20 minutes, and I'll see you tomorrow.
24 hours later.
Last night I slept pretty well, but what I noticed this morning was I woke up really easily. I think I actually was in and out of sleep, but I still woke up easily. And there's a part of the book where he's talking about this money time, or basically the best times to get to sleep, and it's from 9 to 11 depending on what time zone you're in. I think that had something to do with it, but maybe it's just me being hyper aware of it. All right, I'm going to sleep and turning off the screens here in a handful, and I'll see you tomorrow.
24 hours later.
Noticed this morning I woke up at like 5:40 in the morning without an alarm clock. Just sort of magically awoke. Felt really rested. Again, maybe this is all placebo, but I like it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
48 hours later.
So I have a confession to make. It's 8:24:18, meaning that I missed 8:23 yesterday. Honestly, what happened was my parents were over. My mom's here recovering from surgery, and I wanted to hang out with her, honestly, and I stayed up with my mom.
You're being a slacker.
I was not being a slacker. I intentionally stayed up with my mom and my dad to talk to them, because you never get to hang out with your parents anymore when you're an adult. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to hang out with them.
You didn't stick to your guns.
I did stick to my guns, okay? Here's the point.
No, we had a good time.
We did have a good time. Here's the point. I was thinking, I got to get the screens off by 9. I got to get the screens off by 9. I got to get the screens off by 9. But then I thought about it, and I was like, well, wait a minute. I can test this. I can see how I feel. As compared to the last few days of going to bed on time and turning the screens off. Yeah, stayed up till 1 a.m. We watched the Andy Griffith Show with my mom, and it was actually, it was fun. It was awesome, but I felt like crap all day. All day.
What are you doing?
I am doing an experiment. Shoulder.
That's why I'm here.
The point is that I actually slept more hours than I've slept in the past few days. However, I felt much worse.
24 hours later.
Last night, I got back on track, and I didn't stay up till 1 a.m. I slept pretty well. The room was still pretty warm, and I know that I tossed and turned a little bit. However, I went to lift at about 5:45 in the morning. It was fine. Went pretty well. Had strength. Tonight is my last sleep night of this study. I'm going to make sure that the room is cold. I'm going to make sure all of the little P's and Q's I'm going to make sure I'm up on. So far, good experience. See you tomorrow.
24 hours later.
Today is the last day of reviewing this. I've said this a million times. I have ADD, and I've always slept horribly. I feel because of that ADD and also my bad habits. So this study really hit home for me, and this is definitely going to be a change for the long term. It opened my eyes. I like it. The deal with me is that I've always stayed up late and then gotten up late, and I always felt like crap. However, getting up super early and going to bed early, I've found myself being more efficient. I was able to get more work done, and all your chemical makeup in the morning is much more elevated. You're at a higher state of awareness. It's so much better in the morning. Recapping, do I like this? No. I love this, and I'm going to continue this. You should too. Give it a shot. Do your own test for a week and tell me what you think. This was really fun. I love experimenting with myself. That didn't sound right. I think that's it. That concludes the study. All right, move on to the ending credits. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate you watching this video. If you want to see more of this, subscribe, like, comment, share this video. Please try to spread this with me. I love doing these videos. I love bringing you this knowledge that I learn. It's really fun. You don't have to be perfect at the sleep thing. Just try to be better than yesterday. Every day.